How's it going, guys? It's Will, and this is going to be my first video reviewing The Colony. I know that I haven't started since the season one because, well, I wasn't really planning on doing that, and I was kind of checking the show out. Gave it the first season spin, and trying to figure out how it's really, what the season is about. And first few episodes, they were pretty good. The last episode that we had last week was episode 10. See, the thing about the show is that there's a lot of like key points in the show where some things happen in the show where you kind of really don't understand why it happened, but then it later clicks on. Like some plots in the story that have like no connection to the actual story unless it's connected later on. You know what I mean? It's kind of hard to explain what I'm trying to say, but it's like plots in the story that are there that the only reason they make sense is because later on they made it make sense. You know what I mean? Now, I don't know what they were doing, I don't know what they're headed with the whole resistance group, which, okay, we kind of understand that we kind of got a glimpse of the whole concept of the situation now. It's not really just the red hats that are the crime. Like, we're not really just afraid of red hats anymore. They're not the big threat to us anymore. The big threat is that we just literally experience the power of the hosts, which apparently to us are high intelligent beings that visited our planet, and they are keeping us alive on Mercy, or maybe they need something, like a resource or something that's important to them on our planet that they need and that we have in abundance. Probably slave labor, which I probably would think it is, because getting sent to the factory, getting sent to the moon, harvesting resources, that's something our planet is very rich on, and we know that. So um besides that, let's get to the whole review of the actual episode. So the episode went pretty well. It was a pretty designed episode. I liked it because it had a lot of closing points to stories and plots, and it kind of closed them off, but kind of gave you a glimpse of the real height of the situation, which is like, for example, um, yeah, the resistance. We were siding with them. We're like, yeah, we have to fight. We have to fight. We have to get our rights back. And then once we realized that we were just a red ant biting a human being, and that was all. That was literally the rebellion in comparison to the hosts. You know what I mean? It's like the lady said in the episode when she said, they are the kids with the magnifying glass, and we're the ants. Pretty much, we are succumb to anything that they evil that they have in store for us if we don't abide by their laws. But anyways, with Schneider gone, and that whole Schneider thing, now taking Schneider out of the situation is literally going to switch the whole presentation, the setting that we have for Colony right now. We have we were introduced to the colony, Schneider's colony in particular, because we haven't really been introduced to any other colony yet except for Schneider's. Well, the thing about Snyder is that we see him as a bad guy. He really wasn't. He was a guy who was just trying to make society livable again, because what we realize is that everything is just a shit show outside of that colony. Like, things are really bad there. So he was trying to keep things together, and trying to keep a social like life that we had before the invasion. You know what I mean? Trying to keep people living in their daily lives, going to school, doing all that stuff. You know what I mean? Trying to keep their daily lives. And like I'm guessing the hosts gave everyone, each leader, their privilege to dictate whichever way they will, as long as they maintain order. Well, with Schneider gone, that's going to change the whole thing. We have the new guy there, and we don't really know him that well. We only know a couple of things about him, that he's a very power-hungry guy, and he has Kate's sister, which I believe is Kate's sister. I'm not sure if it's not, but they make it portray that way. I really didn't pay attention that much of that her character, which is kind of like sidetrack, you know what I mean? But maybe they might add her to the main plot line, like actually make her a very, very decisive moment into the plot line. But right now, this man is apparently he's going to be the new